Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Skyman TV, the tourist man in Black Africa. Yesterday, a number of university students challenged me because they have been watching this channel and they now want me to propose the solution ailing the nation. They asked me, now that you have been watching your videos, now you have been pointing out the mistakes that is being done by Kenya Kwanza government, what do you suggest? What do you think should be done? And I think it was a valid question. I think that is the kind of challenges that we should be receiving, ladies and gentlemen. And I take it, and I told them, I promised them, in the first thing I'll do in the morning today is to upload a video about the solutions. What can Kenyans do, ladies and gentlemen? Join me further, and I would like you also to suggest, utuambie hata wewe unafikiri ni jambo lipi ambalo linafaa kuchukuliwa, wananchi wanafaa kufanya nini kutokana na yale ambayo tunayoona, the high cost of living, the fuel prices, corruption, what should we do, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe you can let me know through the comment section, and also remember to like this video. The first thing in my view is that Kenyans should start recording their MPs. There's a clause that is rarely utilized by Kenyans. Kuna kile kifungu ambacho you can actually call your member of parliament if he is not performing. Kwa sababu unapotazama, if you ask me, as I said yesterday, that parliament is the greatest stubborn block in Kenya today. Parliament is the greatest problem. Kwa sababu they should be oversighting the executive. Because they should be making laws that favors Kenyans and brings development huku mashinani. Lakini unapoangalia utaona kwamba they have become the herdsmaids of the executive, contrary to the framers of our constitution. Kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba, I think they listened to my video. Some of them must have listened to my video yesterday, because yesterday parliament started biting. Kama mlivyoona, they called the executive to order. They said there's no way the executive can be making laws. Haijawahi kuonekana kwamba makatibu wa mabaraza na mawaziri wao watu wanauda sheria like now that presidential working party, the way they were trying to change the constitution, the way they were trying to take the roles, the minister was taking the roles of the Teacher Service Commission, which is a constitutional body like that of maybe oversight, that of kuangalia mambo ya walimu kule, kuangalia vile shule zinaendeshwa na mambo kama haya. So this is what Kenya should be doing. So if parliamentarians were to be called, I think they would start behaving. And who would start this? We are here. We can also start collecting signatures to call our members of parliament. Kwa sababu they should be accountable to us. What we have done is that we have delegated powers to them. All power belongs to the people as per the constitution, and the people can recall these powers. That is the truth of the matter. Even when the president is not following the law, remember the president so to protect the constitution, to follow the law, lakini kile ambacho tunaona sicho ambacho tulikuwa tukitarajia. Kwa hivyo Kenyans can start recalling their MPs. They have the powers. The second thing that the Kenyans should do is to stop the police on the road. They should start huku kwa barabara. Maafisa wa polisi ambao wanachukua hongo kila uchao. Ukiamka asubuhi, the first thing that greets you on the road is a police with a register collecting bribes. Na Wakenya wanatazama tu, pengine hata hataki kuangalia polisi. Hili ni jambo ambalo linafaa kusimamishwa. I was asking them, where are the Kenyans who stopped the police from taking bribes during Kibaki's time? Where are they? Because I remember one time I was on Thika Road and I was in a matatu, and the passengers told the police, no, you're not going to take the bribes. And they stopped. I know what I believe. It is the executive that failed the nation. Kwa watu wanafaa kwanza kule barabarani yale ambayo tunaona tu, let's say no to corruption. If we say no to corruption, I don't think the government is going to behave the way it is behaving. I think the government should be forced to act, because actually the government is not acting. Again, Kenya should refuse to give bribes. Unapoenda ofisini unaambiwa leta ifanya hivi, you should refuse, kwa sababu in fact we are partakers of corruption. Unajua hakuna yule mtu ambaye anapokea hongo na yule mtu ambaye anatoa hongo, wote they are very guilty, they are guilty. Na wengi kulingana na sheria wana makosa. You should not give bribes. How many times do we witness? I was asking those students, how many times do you witness people giving bribes? What do? You should even take photos, circulate those photos in the social media. Let us shame these people. If you go to offices, kuna kazi unauliza, kuna jambo ambalo unauliza. If you go to hospital, kuna jambo ambalo unataka kutibiwa, lakini baada ya kutibiwa unaambiwa nenda kanunue dawa, na unajua vizuri sana you have paid for these drugs. Let's start by doing this. The other thing that Kenyans should do is to demonstrate peaceful, unarmed, as per one of the articles. This is Article 37 of our Constitution. Kenyans have the right to picket. Kenyans have the right to demonstrate. Kenyans have the right to petition their leaders. I think they should petition the president. They should petition parliament. They should petition the judiciary. Kenyans wa Kenya wajitokeze, na hili ni jukumu ambalo tunafaa tulichukue sisi wenyewe. Like now, for instance, the university student can decide and petition the Minister for Education kutokana na vile masuala ya elimu inaendeshwa. You know, hii mambo ya Higher Education Laws Board, it is dogged with a lot of controversies. Mambo ambayo haeleweki, mambo ambayo wanafunzi wanaenda vioni, wakienda vioni hakuna jambo ambalo linaeleweka. When it comes to funding, I think it look like Kenyans are being conned. Kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kwamba ni kama serikali haitaki kuwapa hawa watu pesa, wanafunzi pesa, lakini badala ya kuambia ukweli, kuambia wazazi utafute pesa, I think they are suffering. That is the truth of the matter. And if you're a university student here and you're watching, let's hear from you. What do you think? Don't you think that a university student should petition the Minister for Education? That help should be released even before they go to university, because our education is in crisis. Just as like Parliament said yesterday, our education sector is in crisis. And again, because you see, if it is our doctors who are treating, mnakubali vipi kwenda hospitalini, mnajua vizuri hamna dawa. It is the governors who should be providing medicine. Kenyans have paid for this. That is why Kenyans are being taxed. We are paying taxes. In fact, if you fail to pay taxes, it's a crime. And there's nothing wrong with paying taxes. The problem is being overtaxed. Lakini sasa, the government should now account for this. How do you pay taxes? Na ukienda madaktari wetu, wagonjwa wetu mlalazwa pale, hamna dawa. Sometimes I sympathize with your situation kwa sababu sometimes you look so helpless. Ni kana kwamba hatuwezi tukafanya jambo lolote. Let's petition the governors. Let's go to those offices. Ask the governors to accompany us. For instance, if it is Kiabu, level 5 General Hospital, tumuite wa Matagi pale, aje twende na yeye pamoja, Adam willing kwenda mimi kuongoza watu, twende tumwambie, tuonyeshe dawa ziko wapi. Wacha madaktari waje hapa, watuambie kama kuna dawa. We should go to the ground actually. We should stop this mambo ya ati ya kuogea. Magavana wetu tuliwachagua, hii ni serikali yetu, watu onyeshe dawa ziko wapi. Kama hamna dawa, why should we continue paying taxes? These are the things that we should do. Again, Kenyans should talk. Yes, talk in the social media. Any chance you get, talk and say where the problem is. Kwa sababu kuna makosa mengi tunayaona, hatusemi lolote. Like now when I look at the coffee sector, it is collapsing. And Rigathi Gachagua has said that they have been overpowered. They have been overwhelmed by the cartels. So if the deputy president is overwhelmed, sasa mkulima atafanya nini? If the cartels have overpowered the government, then the government should resign. If it cannot be able to protect Kenyans from cartels, if farmers cannot get value for their produce, if the farmers cannot get minimum returns for their produce, the government have no business. If the government should not even admit. Sasa serikali kusema imeshindwa ni kumaanisha nini jameni? Again, I think the executive, the president and his deputy should be impeached. In fact, we should force our parliamentarians that they should start the process of impeaching the president, because he has failed to deliver. He has not lived to the expectations of Kenyans. Kwa sababu ukiangalia utaona kuna mengi ambayo hajafanya. Because you see, where do you find a president who promised so much but has delivered so much, so little? Lakini again, when you look at the cabinet secretaries, the way they have been very arrogant to us, the way they have been talking to us, Kenya should say no, because we are the employers, we are their bosses. And they should demand that these people deliver, because if they don't deliver, what are they doing in offices? Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many things that we can do. In fact, I cannot finish in this video, and I'm willing to continue because of Kenya should not actually say that we are helpless, hatuwezi kufanya lolote, kwa sababu panapo nia panajia. Sio maneno yangu, ni maneno ya wahega. Ni vizuri wa Kenya waungane, kwa sababu wasipoungana watategana, kwa sababu umoja ni nguvu, utengano ni udhaifu. Haya ni maneno ambayo tunafaa kuyachukulia kwa uzito sana, kwa sababu when you look at the country, nepotism is the order of the day. Tribalism is the order of the day. I don't know what you think. I don't know where you're watching this video from, but from where I sit, I think Kenyans can do a lot, and I wish you a blessed day ahead. Till next time, bye-bye.